guys, what's up? It's me, Fang. In this video, I'm going to be bringing you another FIFA 13 Pro Club series that is building Bill Compton. And it's been a few weeks since we've heard anything from Bill Compton or anything coming out of the Pro Club series. If you have not watched any of the episodes before this, I would advise that you go back so that you have a little bit of knowledge on what's going on in this series. But pretty much to sum it up, it's going to be a vampire named Bill Compton who's come out of the coffin and wants to play a little bit of footy. He joins up with friends on different pro club matches and shows his amazing vampire footballer skills and also assist in making other people amazing as well. So it seems like it's been a couple of weeks since we've heard anything coming out of Bill Compton and his footy matches with his Pro Club series. Maybe he was on a break, maybe he was out doing some kind of vampire craziness, but a couple of nights ago we did get some breaking news that he had been kidnapped. I know. It's shocking. He was kidnapped by a group of werewolves. Somehow they were able to get silver around his neck and silver his body. And if you don't know much about vampires, kind of like werewolves, they can't touch silver. Now the werewolves had gloves on. It's the only reason they were able to touch it. I've got a little bit of a shot where somebody was able to get some camera footage of his kidnapping. Let's go ahead and take a look at this.
I can tell whether or not my skin is burning up, or if it's freezing, but it feels so fucking good.
Pull over, Jimmy. I gotta give me a drag off of this fuck.
Yikes, that looks like some disturbing group of werewolves. And I know it's blowing your mind because you're wondering, oh, there's vampires, now there's werewolves. What could be next? And what ended up happening to Vampire Bill? Is he gonna be able to play footy ever again? And guess what? Vampire Bill was able to get away. Take a look at this scene right here and see how he fought back at the werewolves.
My ear! My fucking ear!
After looking at that, it pretty much shows that vampires can definitely beat the crap out of some werewolves. And this was really good because he was able to jump into some matches with a new team that he decided to team up with, and their name was the Finger Freakers. I believe that is what their name was called. Don't know who picked that, but it was quite the interesting name, and they had a really good night on pro clubs. This is Division 5 that Bill is in and competing in. You know, he normally competes in Division 10 and 9, so we didn't know exactly how he would do when it comes to scoring some goals on FIFA 13. But it looks like he did the trick. Let's go ahead and get into those matches right now. All right, guys. And correction, it is the Finger Freakers is the name of the team. We go up against that club as the very first club that we're going to face for tonight. This is Division 5, so this is a lot harder opponents than it was in Division 9 and 10. Maybe not a whole lot of goals could be scored, or maybe there'll be even more goals scored. We start out, though, with a sort of bad start. Our opponent, Doily, unfortunately gets penalized inside the box due to kill yourself please, doing a little bit of a nasty slide tackle. He thought he got all ball, but unfortunately he didn't, so they get a penalty shot. I'm playing Innie in this match. You can only imagine that it's going to be tons of goals for the other team, and it starts out that way. We have Mater, I believe is what it said his name was, going in and getting the penalty shot on me. I went one way, he went the other. It's always a 50-50 chance on there, but we decide to make the comeback here, and Boomer 502 gets a beautiful cross to none other than Vampire Bill Compton. We got backflips all over the place. This guy's doing like a triple backflip. Have no idea how he did that. Bill is obviously not that skilled yet, but that was a great cross from Boomer 502 to get Bill open for the header, and we think, oh, we're going to come back now. Nothing bad's going to happen. It's 1-1. It's going to be a draw possibly, or we're going to come back and win. And no, unfortunately, because of my defensive skills as any, Connor Z somehow gets a beautiful finesse shot around my keeper and my player who was defending him, I thought, quite well. On top of that, they do a cross, and Connor Z once again does some kind of crazy halfway bicycle kick. They're dancing around like a bunch of buffoons. They think they're really good at this game. Well, don't think it's over yet. It might be 3-1, but that does not mean that we cannot come back and we cannot make something happen. And right here we have me going down the field as Innie. I get a pass over to Executioner, and Executioner takes one of the sickest shots that I've seen in FIFA 13 Pro Clubs. I have never seen him from that far out. Maybe I've possibly scored one myself, but I think it was a little bit further up. And he just whales that one into the goal and scores us a beautiful goal, puts it to 3-2. Unfortunately for me, though, my defending skills once again are not that good. Trev Yost somehow gets this header after a lob pass. He goes straight through 2 people, and my keeper just says, I don't know, I'm just going to go really slow. Scores now 6-2. Kill Yourself Please does an amazing little cross there, and Executioner does get a header. But unfortunately, that's the end of that game. There's no coming back. That was a 90th minute goal. It's over. We lose 6-3, and the team is not very happy at this moment. They actually want to punch someone in the face. And so they go up against Join My Club FC. And I guess these guys are saying they're so good that you'd want to join their club, correct? Well, I don't know about that. But after all these deflections, Bill says, maybe you should join my club. And let's go ahead and let's do a little bow. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Vampire Bill is one of the greatest strikers in pro clubs. He scores goals like crazy. He's been on this team, for a day? And he's already scoring 2, maybe 3. Who knows what's going to happen for the rest of the time. And then we have Executioner here. He's wanting to add more to the fire, and he gets a nice little pass to the computer CPU. And somehow, after another deflection, this keeper could not keep his hands on the ball the entire game. It's deflection after deflection. Our computer character goes and he scores a beautiful goal on the goalie. We get some more passing going on here. Executioner gets a amazing lob pass to Boomer 502. He gets a great bounce and he's able to get a header over the keeper. Not sure if they were playing any or if that was actually the computer doing that, but he made a very poor choice by coming out and trying to get the ball. And we go up 3-0. We are putting the hurt on them. What happens here, though? Bob Marley, by the way, I thought he died like a long time ago, maybe the 70s or 80s, but apparently maybe he's a vampire too, because he was back and he was in this game and he made a beautiful goal right there. He brings the score to 3-1. They're thinking in their minds, we've got a chance, guys. It's only like the 60th minute or the 69th minute. I can't really read that right there, but iFondo decides to shut them down. I believe that's El Fondo. That's Executioner. Look at this free kick. It is really hard to make these in pro clubs, and he just gets it in there. I don't know what the dude with the dreadlocks was thinking. Like, he's just looking at the ball, and he's like, hey, is that going over my head? Keeper had no chance of getting it. That brings the score to 4-1, and we think we're going to shut it out there, although unfortunately for us, they do score another goal, but I believe this was just like a, hey, we feel bad for you, let's give you a goal, and he does backflips and front flips, but that's not going to help them from beating us. We go ahead and we win this match 4-2. We have the player of the game with a 9.5 rating, obviously because he made a free kick. That was Executioner 14. Bill's at a 6.10 rating. You know, he didn't do a whole lot in that match except for score 1 goal. And then his defending kind of got the best of him because he's not that great at it. But the next game, we go up against Iowa FC. And we've got to keep up this freaking, badass push that we have towards scoring goals. And it starts out with G.I. Doobie getting an amazing cross on the ground to Boomer 502, also known as Giplin, which is his character's name. And he gets a beautiful goal right there. That's the start to something amazing that you're about to see happen in this part of the video. Kill Yourself Please is dancing around the field. He gets a pass up to Boomer 502, and Boomer's like, get off me. He's got 4 guys on him. He's like, get off me. You're tripping me. Boom. I'm going to score another goal on you. That's the second goal of the match. We're wondering at this time, can he do the hat trick? And it's not long after that we get the answer to this. We have Uber Performance or whatever his name was, and then Executioner getting the ball from him, getting a pass up to G.I. Doobie, who does another amazing skill move. He gets in the box, he gets a shot of his own. It deflects off the keeper, and Boomer 502 was able to do the hat trick. Either way, G.I. Doobie's goal should have gone in, but since it didn't, Boomer was able to pick it up. He cleaned it up right there, and he got the hat trick for the match. We're not even into the second half of the game, and all this is happening. And then our 4th goal comes with a combobulation of deflections off people's heads, and somehow Kill Yourself Please was able to get his guy in there. I believe that was Kill Yourself Please. That could have possibly been Executioner. I can't tell, but I think I saw the afro there. I think it was Kill Yourself Please, though. And we're up 4-0. These guys, you would think by now, would maybe have quit. They're not going to ever come back, but they played the entire game. I believe we scored within the first 5 minutes of the game, and they stayed. G.I. Doobie gets player of the match with a 9.70 rating. He didn't even score a goal, but his assists were crucial, not to mention he had 5 shots on goal. Next to him was Boomer 502 with his hat trick. And that's going to be it for this episode of Building Bill Compton Pro Club Series. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, and like the video. And until next time, get Fang Bang, nerds.